stand before all of you today to discuss a topic that's close to my heart as I was once a ship physician. Proactive solutions to avoid risk of illness at sea, a journey towards true wellness, resilience, and well-being. Our company VIKAND has been providing total healthcare solutions to the maritime industry since 2008. VIKAND comes from the Swedish word vikan, which means we can, and we can because we care. Again, I'm Dr. Roxanne Garcia, and I'm the lead physician of One Health Hospital. When we talk about wellness, it's not just the absence of illness. We talk about it holistically. It is the caring not just for our body, but also for our mind and soul. The magic word caring makes wellness active, dynamic, and behavior-formed. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration has identified 8 dimensions of wellness to focus on to optimize health. These dimensions are guides on how we can take care of our overall wellness. And this is something that will benefit our crew on board. Wellness is the journey to the destination that is well-being, which is simply defined as the state of being happy, healthy, and prosperous. Crew well-being is the destination that we want. And we can guide our crew through the journey by helping them take care of their wellness. As we are all aware, seafarers are faced with a lot of stressors on board. Among these, maybe the most important is loneliness from spending time away from family and friends back home. This is true, especially for newly embarked crew members. The different stressors on board may affect the overall wellness of the crew and even their work productivity. This can affect their daily work, may even lead to errors, even accidents on board. And as such, these stressors may pose safety risks while at sea. Resilience, in the truest sense of the word, is about, as mentioned by Mr. Jimenez a while ago, is about staying strong in the face of adversities. If our crew are able to make it through challenging times, it will be by being resilient, and true resilience fosters well-being. Mental resources like determination, sense of self-worth, kindness, these are what make us resilient, able to cope with adversities and push through challenges in the pursuit of opportunities. As we are all aware, seafarers all over the world do have a lot of opportunities by being on board. Opportunity to see the world that not all can, we all know that. Opportunity to work with different nationalities on board and to learn different cultures. To foster that connection is an opportunity in itself. Opportunity for growth, better income, and better life. Hence, the opportunity to plan the future that they want for themselves and the family that they are working for. Our seafarers need these mindset and mental resources to overcome the stressors on board and become more resilient. Crew wellness, experience, and resilience. These 3 are all dynamic and they are intertwined. By taking care of their wellness, our crew are able to stay on board, gain more training and experience, and become more resilient with the stressors on board. These 3 define the well-being of the crew on board. The COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 has opened our eyes on the importance of mental wellness and resilience. More so, it has highlighted the importance and real meaning of taking care of our crew. I was on board when the pandemic started in 2020, and we were treating cases on board. I was also part of over 6,000 crew who were sailing home for 2 months because there were no flights available. In 2021, I was back on board when we were preparing for return to service, and we were docked for 8 months, but we were not allowed to go out of the ship. And in early 2022, I was again on board when the ship started to sail, one by one amidst the pandemic. I have seen all sorts of emotions that you can imagine during this time. these different times. In the chaos of the unknown, one resilient person can make a difference. When COVID hit our ship in 2020, apart from the medical team, the support and leadership that we received from our staff captain then made a big difference with how we treated COVID cases on board and how we mitigated COVID on board. So much so that in a month's time, our ship was clean. Indeed, it's not just the call of duty that pushes one to lead. It is with resilience and experience. And these kind of crew members, we should definitely aim to keep on board. I was a witness to how the crew struggled with the chaos that was COVID-19. So initially, there was a lot of anxiety, fear of the unknown. For everything that we read or see in social media back then were news of people dying. There was also depression from being stuck on board and not being able to go home to their families. Later on, this was replaced by frustration with all the isolation procedures on board that were constantly changing. And then happiness and relief that we were finally sailing and back to work. It definitely really felt like we were getting our lives back. Indeed, the call to focus on mental wellness and resilience of our crew was magnified during the pandemic. The real question here is, what can we do for our crew? What can we do to ensure that they remain well, that they stay on board, gain more training, experience, and become resilient enough to face all these stressors and challenges? What can we do to ensure that they do not suffer from grave illnesses, from sudden heart attacks, strokes, mental illnesses, that they do not get medically disembarked and that we do not lose them? What can we do for our crew? Speaking from experience, what we see now when it comes to taking care of our crew is more of reactive medicine. So that is when a crew gets sick, for example, from a relapsing chronic illness, we treat them as doctors on board. We may refer them shoreside, or if it becomes a medical emergency, we medically disembark them. What we fail to realize is that these emergencies can be avoided. Chronic illnesses that may lead to medical emergencies are manageable if we approach it proactively. Similarly, mental illnesses may be recognized early and we can avoid serious outcomes by providing early intervention, again, if we approach it proactively. For the cruise industry who has a medical team on board, it is easy to make medically guided decisions. For the commercial industry, however, this is quite challenging. Yes, we do have our officers who have some medical training, and we do have satellite calls for emergency assistance. But then again, these are all still reactive. There's a call to not just focus on reactive medicine, but on preventative medicine and proactive solutions for crew wellness and the journey to crew well-being. The IMH in as early as 2013 has spoken about the importance of telemedicine in the commercial shipping industry for better medical management and decisions to reduce medevacs and the heavy cost of the company that it brings. So just to give you the numbers, 10,000 seafarers are losing their jobs to chronic disease each year. 20% of all ships are making a medical diversion every year, and 25% of maritime P&I claims are medical. Indeed, reactivity and exclusivity do come at a cost. With the technology that we have right now, the technology that is also in the palm of your hands, yes, I'm talking about your smartphones, we can do more than reactive medicine via satellite calls to treat crew on board. We can be proactive, and we can even teach our crew to be proactive themselves. We can reach out to them, and they can reach out to us via video teleconsultation. We can evaluate them holistically, regularly monitor their chronic illnesses, and avoid medical emergencies and disembarkations. Most importantly, we can keep them on board. We can definitely do more. I'm proud to say that at One Health, this is where we are focused on and what makes us different, our proactive solutions. It is our goal to reach out to seafarers with no direct access to medical care, our crew in the commercial shipping and yachting industry. It is our call to service that helped us develop not just our reactive responses to illnesses on board, but more importantly, our proactive solutions. We are the digital equivalent of your doctor on board. So these are just some of the proactive solutions of One Health. House Doctor Call, where House Doctor regularly updates the vessel command on the general circumstances on board, general health and mental wellness of the crew. We do chronic disease review, which includes regular monitoring of our crew with identified chronic illnesses. Wellness review, regular evaluation of crew practices, including their diet on board, amount of sleep, exercises and mental wellness, and this also includes wellness advices. Wellness resources are health materials for the crew to guide them on wellness practices, and mental wellness screening tools are used to assess the mental state and wellness of the crew to catch early warnings that may thus lead to early intervention. At One Health by VIKAND, we believe that prevention is always better than cure. This is what we can do for our crew to proactively monitor their general and mental health, monitor and manage their chronic illness, and guide them through their overall wellness, thereby avoiding risk of illness on board and emergency medical disembarkations. We aim to take care of the well-being of our crew. It is indeed through proactivity that we can help keep our crew on board, that they are in turn able to gain more training and experience and develop resilience that foster their well-being. This is how we show that we care for our crew, our most important asset in the maritime industry. Thank you for listening.